So as consumers, we assume that everything that are in our cosmetic products are regulated, and to some extent they are regulated, but the levels of which that are used change with research on a daily basis. We know, for example, the European Union has much stricter laws for vitamin A, for example, that they put in sunscreen than we do in Canada and the United States. The reason for that is there's new data showing that vitamin A can actually increase your chances of getting skin cancer when you use products with vitamin A. So why don't we regulate that here? Well, it's also due to lack of funding to be able to have the people to do the regulation. So there's a time lag between the data coming out and us having the regulations to come down into our products and then stop using them. One of the things that really surprised me was the fact that products that list fragrance do not have to actually list the chemicals that are used to make that fragrance. So the word fragrance seems like there's one item in the product you're using. However, it could be 100 different items within that one fragrance. The reason for that is a fragrance is considered a trade secret. So therefore it's proprietary information or intellectual property of the company that made the product. So you don't have to reveal it to the public. So within there could be something that is regulated that shouldn't be used. For example, phthalates, which we know are toxic, that are endocrine disruptors that definitely affect the reproductive system in a negative way, but they are contained in the fragrance. So therefore, we as consumers don't know that it's in the product that we're using. Some companies are moving towards being very specific that their fragrances are phthalate-free, which is a great step, and that helps the consumer make the decision. But if they don't list it, there is no way of finding out if it's in there or not in there. A lot of companies are also listing paraben-free on their products as well, which is great, and it's a fantastic way to not have to sift through that huge ingredient list on the back of the product you're using and know whether or not you want to purchase the product or not. But they do kind of use fancy words and different things to throw people off, like methylparaben and propylparaben, and people are then confused. Is it methyl okay? Is propyl okay? So that's why we need stricter laws as well on the packaging of these products to help us sift through this mass amount of information.